What's up, YouTube? So Vagabond Builds is coming at you with something super cool today, and that is a 2020 Audi RSQ8. We're going to be doing a review of the exterior, interior, and specs about the car and specific packages that this exact car has. But before we do, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you do have a car you want us to review, here's our email below. Email us and we could talk details later. Also, a special shout out to Nilo Audi in Sacramento, right off of the Capital City Freeway. Let's go ahead and start. So now starting off this review with this beautiful RS front end. Now guys, remember I mentioned it is a carbon optic package with a black optic. So we're gonna be seeing black accent trim and also with carbon fiber trim. Now on this front end, you see you got that carbon fiber trim around that black gloss grille. This is an RS grille with that RSQ8 stamped. You do have your range sensors, bumper sensors integrated and disguised in this front end. Standard bumper sensors across with that black Audi gloss emblem. You're going to be seeing that on that black optic package. Of course, also finishing off this lower bumper trim piece right here being into carbon fiber. Very rich, elegant, and aggressive look on this car. Very nice laser LED lighting on these lights. Very good character. A lot going on these daytime running, I wouldn't say daytime running light bars, but multiple bars, let's say. Just very aggressive and rich feel. Nice black gloss bezels here with the cut in those bumpers, giving it that sporty, aggressive look. A lot of air can rush into those radiators. Super cool. Coming over to the side, you got your 23-inch black gloss, kind of a machine surface finish on these rims, but something that's super cool on this exact RSQ8 is it comes with the carbon ceramic brake option. Now you do have the option just to go regular, but this has the carbon ceramic brake, and that is literally stamped on your red brake caliper. Super cool. Very nice air suspension with the dampeners. Very comfortable feel on the drive. Same color on that trim. You don't got that black matte trim piece, but you do have that nice same color on that trim. Very cool feature to have. A lot of nice, acute, sporty cuts on this SUV. Difference in the lower rocker panel area or the lower trim area that you're going to be seeing, that this is going to look a whole lot more sportier from the SQ8 over to the RSQ8. Keyless entry, black gloss trim around your windows, matte black rails with that beautiful panoramic glass on this SUV. Super cool and rich feel. Side mirror does come with that carbon fiber. Again, you will see the trim around this car, and it's all coming together, matching integrated marker with that matte black plastic look. Heated. You do have the blind spot assist, electrical side mirrors, so fully optioned side mirrors. Top of the line, biggest and baddest horse in the barn. This is it. You got your tinted windows, of course, like I was mentioning, on the black gloss finishing here on the trim on that quarter panel. Black gloss trim on that rear window with that nice top spoiler, integrated brake lighting. Now LED lighting here full throughout on the back end. You got that nice, beautiful, rich LED bar. Elegant look, rich. Cuts inside that back rear bumper. Now this is something also you're gonna be seeing different on the RS, is you get that cut right here on both sides with that black gloss insert, giving it more of that sporty feel and look. Black gloss lower grille, standard bumper sensors integrated in that bumper cover with that RSQ8 badge in the black, being the black optic package. Carbon fiber trim up top with that black gloss emblem stamped right on top of that. Now you got your oval Audi exhaust tips integrated into this back end, finishing off that lower valence piece with that black gloss. Get your towing package on this. So I am a big fan of the towing, so you can tow with these cars. Very cool. And we're pretty much done with this exterior look of this car. Let's go ahead and enter into the trunk. So now continuing with the trunk space and what's going on in this trunk space. Very beautiful, nice, big. Not only that you kind of have that kind of coupe rear end cut, but you do have a lot of room, and on this entry, fit big things back here. Really cool is that you can lower those back seats down and connect that trunk space over to the back seats, and you can fit a whole lot more coming into this. Nice little cubby spaces here on the left with a 12-volt inlet. Up top here, LED lighting bars on the right and left so you're not stumbling around at night. And you do have your lowering buttons here for that rear end when you are towing or when you want to lift that car up to get more ground clearance. Of course, you do have your nice visor here to cover up when you're leaving the car. This pops down so people aren't seeing your personal belongings in this car. Pretty straightforward, simple rear end on this trunk space. Let's go ahead and enter the interior. But before we do that, check this out. Got an electric self-closing tailgate. That is very nice and convenient while you're using this car. Let's go ahead and enter on the front side of this interior. So now coming on to the interior of this nice, beautiful RSQ8. When entering the car, first thing we see is that beautiful illuminated RSQ8 kick plate or door sill plate. Very cool option and feature to have on this trim. Let's go ahead and step inside the car, close the door. First thing we'd notice is that nice, luxurious, classy, yet sport feel on the seats, along with the rest of the interior. Let's go ahead and, for the sake of the video, turn on everything so we can see Audi Sport. We got that going. Now, 10.1 inch infotainment screen with your digital temperature control unit here. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and start off with the door panel. Nice carbon fiber inserts with that ambient lighting going across that metallic silver trim, black leather cross with that red stitching, letting you know it is an RS model. Control unit here for your windows and your unlock and lock and your side mirror controls. Trunk button lower here with some personal space and a cup holder, angled so when you're taking off, your fluids aren't going to be spilling over. You do have your two-stage memory seating on these two front seats. Coming over to the steering wheel, perforated black leather steering wheel with the red stitching, RS on the lower side of the steering wheel, metallic silver trim. Control units here for that front up. We don't have the car started, being on the inside of the dealership, so let's go ahead and turn that on again. But now you got the MMI touch sensitive control units for your lighting up to right here on the left with that black gloss trim that you're going to be seeing on the front dashboard and around the car. Carbon fiber trim along this center console that you're going to be seeing with that metallic silver. Very nice, comes together. Black leather with that black leather stitching and that Bang & Olufsen sound system that they integrate. Now you have two options. You can get the 17 speaker option or the 23 speaker upgraded option on the speakers. Great quality, clear and good thump. Very nice digital display for Audi that they integrated into this RS. Now we can go into RS modes using this button here on the right side of your steering wheel, but for the sake of video, we're not going to be doing that right now. And you can change your info cards, letting you know what's going on with the car. Let me show you that. You could actually display your infotainment things. Let's go ahead and put that back on. It's like that. And you get a full navigation screen. Let's go ahead and for our lights. Full navigation screen that you get on this front cluster, all digital, giving you that nice kind of techie feel on the inside of the car. Nice updated feeling. Infotainment center, 10.1 inch screen, like I've mentioned. Let's go home. You get your radio, media system, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay assisted with voice recognition and typical Wi-Fi settings, Bluetooth, and all that good stuff. Let me show you guys something cool. Let's go to vehicle, and you can see your RS monitor letting you know what the drivetrain's doing, temperatures, degrees of hill assist, and all that good stuff. Coming back down. Now there's a lot of info. You're going to be tinkering around with it. Comfort, auto, all-road, off-road, when you're driving on different terrains. RS1 and RS2 settings. Have that turn it on and off because the car is not running. But let's go home. And of course you get your settings and touch sensitive swipe. MMI touch sensitive, just want to let you guys know that. Of course you get your zone temperature control here You do get your 4 zones. Everybody gets their temperature. So pretty egocentric, self-centered temperature controls, which is a good thing. Perforated black leather on this control knob or shift knob. Nice cup holders. Would have liked to see them just a little bit bigger, but they are nice and deep so your cups aren't toppling over. Very comfortable spot for your parking button right here, because a lot of manufacturers will put them on the left side of this steering column, but that is very cool and convenient. Let's go ahead and lift this. Charging pad on the interior side of this little personal cubby space with the SD card insert, and you get your USB-A plugins, 2 of them, so you're not fighting with the passenger and the driver. Very cool. Now, before I forget to mention is you do get the electrical steering column settings, so you can go forward, back, up, and down on the steering column, with your typical rods here for your windshield wipers and also your signal lights, high beams, and being a driver assistance package, you do have your adaptive cruise control rod right on the on the left lower hand side of that steering column. Up top, you have your control units, pretty standard for that panoramic glass sunroof, and you get that visors, goes all the way back to that second row, so the people in the back are getting that experience of that nice glass looking up at night or during the day and seeing the sky or the stars. Very nice LED lighting, so bright and rich, with that Alcantara suede coming up those A pillars and up top on this cover, coming down the B pillars and over to the C pillars, so it gives it kind of an exquisite, elegant, rich feel, high class inside this SUV. Finishing off with the front side of this interior, I want you guys to breathe in Audi and the RS. Seating, very nice, a lot of character going on. Perforated black leather with that red stitching, RS emblem integrated into the black leather that you have on these seats. Very comfortable, heated and ventilated front seats. Being the executive package, you also get them in the back seats, and you get the soft closing doors on this executive package. So it's fully loaded RSQ8, top of the line, bells and whistles. Pretty much done with the front side of this interior. Let's go ahead and head over to the second row. So now on the second row, or the back side of this interior, you got those beautiful seats with that perforated black leather, red stitching to match the front, so Audi's not simplifying the back row. Let's go ahead and step in. You do got the illuminated door sill plates, or the kick plates. That is a very cool feature also. Now, another cool thing is that Audi did not simplify the door panels. A lot of times you will see a simplified door panel on the back, but on this RSQ8, they keep it rich from the front over to the back. Carbon fiber inserts, metallic silver trim, black leather with black and red stitching, that nice, beautiful Alcantara suede, and letting you know that the premium sound is Bang & Olufsen. Some nets for personal space. Lower side, lower of that rear end center console. Let's go ahead and turn on that car, hold on. You get your temperature zone, heated seats in the back being the executive package, and you have your personal temperature controls and vent flow settings here for each seat. So it is very nice and comfortable for every driver. Armrest with your cup holders, kind of small. I would have liked to see a little bit bigger cup holders, but hey, again, it's all opinion, right? Straight to the point, these seats are a 40, 20, and 40 seating, so you can put just this bench down, or this one. Let me show you guys. So if you're going down and you have some skis in the back, or some snowboards and you're heading up to the mountain, or you got some extra 2x4s you want to tow with this car, I have no idea why you would do that, but you can just drop this down and you will still have the 4 seating. Very cool. LED lighting up top that you get if you're reading a book at night, or you need some lighting because you're stumbling around looking for something. Very cool and bright, true light lighting. Very nice. Now these seats do come movable on the angles. Check this out. So by the pushing of this rod and moving that forward, you can gain some more trunk space, cut back on the legroom, which the legroom is very nice in this car, and the head clearance. It is seatbelt friendly. Seatbelt car seat friendly that you have. Just don't lose these caps. Put them somewhere safe, like your glove compartment. So when you do take out that car seat, you do not have lost caps. Again, like I said, good head clearance on this car. So being the fact that it does have kind of a coupe look in the back, you still have that great head clearance with that leg room in this car. So we're pretty much done with the backside of this interior. Let's go ahead and talk some specs about the motor. Now talking specs about this RSQ8, which I believe to be the best part of this RSQ8 is the V8 RS cover, of course, but V8 4.0 TFSI motor pushing 591 horsepower, 590 foot-pounds of torque. You do get the all-wheel drive system with the 8-speed automatic transmission. MPG is 13 city with the 19 highway. And you do a whopping 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. So guys, it is pretty much a Lamborghini motor that they cross-referenced and dropped into this motor. Very cool feature to have in this Audi. They use them in a lot of other cars. But now we're pretty much done with this review on this car. Thank you so much again for watching Vagabond Builds in our channel. And thanks again to Sacramento Nilo Audi for providing the car for the review. Here located right off of the Capital City Freeway. Thanks so much. Stay tuned. We got some cool things coming.